taking a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. On second down, he'll fire. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. From the gun, running back on the move. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Trying to get to him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cooper. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. The give from the gun. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
Did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Central Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man. The expressway is wide open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know Stevie's on the field in my dime package, and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. They did just that.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score. Hauls it in on the right. Oh, look out. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and puts one more on the lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now on 2nd down. He'll try to pop the draw. Thrust that arm out. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's got his man, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
After that last completion, it's second down. Going with the counter play here. Turns it on in midfield. Can anyone catch him? And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Riggs. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Leaves it with the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looking to throw for it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about the special teams coming up with a huge play? He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're testing the right side here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go to the draw. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get any kind of rhythm. We've got to change something up here. We've got to do something different, because right now it's just a sack party.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab on the left. They get him down after he makes the catch. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. The give to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. At the 20, he's got space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Army. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Handoff from the shotgun. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Off play action on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to...
Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man quickly. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll test the right side. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Out of the end zone. He's got great speed. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The RPO, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Going with the ground game left. At the 15, he's loose. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on 3rd down, and still not quite enough to move the chains. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Using his legs to buy some time. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back.